Good evening everyone and welcome to BPRL Season 1 Round 9, and we are at Britain track, and we're here with my good friend Jack.
Hello, good evening. Pleasure to be here again. Thank you so much for letting me come.
Oh, it's a pleasure having you.
Oh, thank you. We're at the home of the UK racing scene. In my opinion, the best track on the calendar. And I can't wait.
I think we've already had a weather update. I've just seen a comment saying rain halfway through the race.
Oh, we love British weather. Wait, are you live on YouTube as well?
I'm live on YouTube as well.
I'll get that up at the same time. So if you miss anything, I can catch up for you. There you go. I've got your chat on as well. Dry to wet race. Yeah. Love to see it. Right, what we'll do then, first car to cross will be Delta. So we'll wait for him to go around. We'll take you on a lap, as we do. Common scene. And then we'll see what times have started to fly in as the Mercedes goes off at Abbey already. And then we'll see. Hadn't done Britain in a while. I think I've only done it once. I think it was with you. I want to say it was.
I was about to say I don't think I've ever done Britain.
Oh, maybe not. It might have been someone else. I think. It might have been on my own. I don't know.
Could have.
Oh well, it's our first time together, and we'll embrace it.
Yeah, and someone's first time is VRT Valentino in the hat. He's making his debut today. And Jack, if you'd like to take us round with Delta.
Yeah, sure. Right, start finish straight into turn 1. Be Abbey for 1 on the right hand side. Some cars are going to go into it on the first lap, guarantee it. Turn number 2 is far. Down to a tight right hander of turn number 3, 140 degrees. Turn number 4. Left turn. This is Arena. Why is it called Arena? On your left hand side, that's where concerts play. Turn number 5 is this little left hander with the DRSL. First one of the lap. Down to Brooklands, there's a flat on your right hand side. It says Brooklands, that's why it's called that. This is turn number 6, all the way around, the outside line if you can through Luffield. This is turn number 7. One of the best corners on the tracks, on the calendar list, says Hamilton, by the way. This is turn 8, the little right-hander of Woodcock, the old pit lane many years ago. Turn number 9, Cops, should be done fully flat if you go over the curve. Delta not taking too many risks at the moment. The famous Maggots and Beckett's cover 10, 11, 12 and 13 through these left and right-handers. Out towards 14, this little left-hander called Chapel. Under the bridge for Hanger Straight, starts your second DRSO. Down to turn 15, the Mighty Star. You can take it on the inside, you can take it on the outside, whatever you please. Don't go over that curve too much. Down to turn number 16, a Vale. Mini chicane of 17 to the right. Through the last turn number 18, which is called Club. And that is the lap of Silverstone, and the first lap is a 28.9 from Delta.
Yeah, I think we'll be seeing a little bit faster than that. We did a little practice. And, oh, we've lost a Merc.
Wow, but it's Sam. Oh. Mr. Thompson. That's out of cops as well, dear.
Oh, it is.
Where's the racing point? I think the line's just about to go smack. Oh, right, it's gone right to the wall on the left hand side there.
It has.
Sam has gone through the fully flat out period and fully flattened his car into the wall.
It has indeed. But as I was saying, I believe we were doing a couple of drivers and myself done a bit of a practice earlier.
Okay.
And we saw, I think, qualifying time, fastest time was 1:26.6. Okay. So we're looking at about 1:26 half. Looking around that time, but at the moment it's Q-tip on top.
Really quick time. 26.5 will be pretty quick. We'll see what comes in. We've got 27.124 from Q2. it, 27.146 from sector. Lions 1:27.254. We're only 5 minutes in, but those are the quickest so far. The next car to cross could be the Ferrari of Fiscal. Actually, never mind. It's going into this. I think there's a Haas just going down to a mini chicane. Twin. 2 Haas's actually.
Invalid. Valentino's invalid.
Okay, and I think G-Tip's going. Oh, he's going round actually. I'm just going to sample with Fiscal with the Ferrari. He's going down to Vale now. A couple of corners to go. Takes quite a lot of a left-hand curve. Doesn't lose the back end out of 17. Crosses the line 29.5. I'm sure he can improve, but it was on mediums.
So Fish has commented on the stream that he's using a wet setup in quali, preparing himself for the race.
And apparently it doesn't feel bad, according to the man. Very, very interesting. There's a Mercedes on board. I don't know if he's going into a pit. Yes, he is.
Warren's using a new wheel, actually, so it's his first race back.
Oh, okay. I
So it'll be
believe
interesting.
Sticky is now on his fast lap. He's using 5 yards, just coming down to turn number 3 now, so we can remain on board with the McLaren. I think he's one of the only ones that are actually on the lap. Looking a little bit tentative through turn number 4, but it's okay. He lets his McLaren go to turn number 5. We'll see what time Sticky will be looking at this evening. And of course, most leagues ask for a time trial from Silverstone, so these drivers should be pretty confident. Going quite timidly through Luffield at the moment is Sticky, but he is on the medium, so he will be restricted a tiny bit by the traction levels. Just going down to Cops now. Does he lay through full power? He does let off a little bit, for the most part. And I believe Fishy's got a bit of a quote for you, Twin.
Not quick, but dry.
Not quick, but dry. But you know, the thing is, it depends what the rain is. You know, if it's some light rain, you don't really need to adjust the setup too much. Maybe a couple of higher winds, maybe a little bit on the gear, suspension geometry maybe, but not too much. Heavy rain, yes, you do need to make a couple of changes. Sticky comes through and turn number 16, 17 of Club crosses the line. His time is a 29.2, and that's still more than half a second behind the quickest medium time as it stands. A lot of cars just gone out to it.
A lot of cars have just come out. I was going to say, I'm not sure why some people are on the mediums unless they don't know about the weather for the race. Everyone should really be going for softs, I think.
Yeah, not too sure. On the lap is an Alfa Romeo, I think. It might be Rohart. Yeah, he's on an out lap, so he will be the first to cross of the next. It's like a band, isn't it? It's like 3 bands. So the first 7 or 8 minutes you get a lump of times. Then for the next 6 or 7 minutes you get a lump of times. And then you've got the last 3 or 4 minutes where you get the next lump of times. And that is common throughout all the tracks, I think. That's the Alfa Romeo waxed on his ERS, and he begins his fast lap. He's got a Ferrari coming out the pits, but he's going to go past him, so it won't be an issue. Fully flat out through Abbey, which is good to see, as you should be. Down towards number 3, looking okay. Locks up the front right tyre, not going to cost him too much time. Sharp shifts up the gear to get that early traction, and Rohawks hasn't got a lap in yet, but this lap's not looking too shabby already. Remains in 7th gear to get the most out we can. Massive lock up on the front left, but again, won't cost him too much time. Loses the back end through Luffield, and that is Rohawks' lap over. I don't know how he lost the back end there, because he wasn't going that quick. But I'll leave that for another day, as Zero is the car behind, but he's got no battery.
No, he hasn't got a lot of battery left. He hasn't saved a lot for this.
There you go, Twig. So the rain is light to heavy. So we're going from a dry start to a heavy end. Now that is interesting. Because if someone gets damaged early on, that could be race over for them. Seriously.
It could be.
Could be. Depends how long it takes for rain to come. How many laps is it? I believe the full is 50. I want to say 53, but I know that sounds wrong. 52.
So we done 13 on a 25%. So it should be 26.
So it's 26, yeah, it is 26.
Interesting enough, in that practice race, we had rain come with 4 or 5 laps left. It was only 25%, but the rain was not enough for inters, so we all had to stay on mediums, and it was horrible.
Yeah, because obviously before you transition to rain, you really want to be on the softs. That'll give you the best chance you can possibly have of any traction, if any. Oh, the Alpha, the McLaren of Gavin getting very close to the Alpha. He wanted to play a game of chicken there. Gavin comes through snow, looking pretty quick, goes wide of the curb. I don't think you get invalidation for that. I'm pretty sure you don't, which is good because we see a lot more. Just sets a new quickest time. Gavin looks a little bit slow on the time. No, he doesn't. Sorry. For some reason, I thought the finish line was a bit further away than that. But Gavin whacked in a provisional post time, 26.718. Well done to him. What I wonder was the previous sitter, and he retires in a grey area. Oh, he's getting out of people's way. That makes sense. And Ryan goes provisionally second, 26.777.
Yeah, it's getting very tight at the top now. We're starting to see the front runners pump in their quickest laps. There's another one, Valentino, exact same time as Ryan.
Wow. That is very rare, and Ryan, of course, he said it first, so he is provisionally second as it stands. Q-Tip in 5th quick. We expect a little bit quicker from the man this evening. He's saw the Twitter vote, and he'll be hunting for a home race win.
Yeah, the championship leader will definitely be looking for a good race here, but his qualifying pace hasn't always been where he's wanted it, so we'll have to keep an eye if he can improve and move up.
We'll just remain on board with someone who's on the lap so I can discuss some championships.
Spies is on her app.
Spies, okay. Well, what Spies for a bit? Right. So, the Constructors is being run by Haas at the moment. 154, Racing Point 95, Toro Rosso 92, Renault 90. So we've got a clear top 4 there because the Mercedes are 43 behind. Sorry, 37. Good maths. So we've got the Haas, Racing Point, Toro Rosso and Renault fighting out today. In the drivers, we've got Q-Tip, who's got a pretty healthy lead. Excuse me. Just to see the Racing Point's time, he improves by 4 times, goes 7th. Anyway, Q-Tip's 117. Fishy, his good friend, who they always seem to battle out. Fishy's in 9th at the moment, at 91. Ryan Knight 65, Lion 60. So a tiny bit of some gaps forming after 10 rounds, but it can all change with one race.
It can indeed. It's very, very tight in the Constructors at the moment, but Q-Tip is running away with the championship at the moment, so everyone looking to beat that today. And Fishy has commented, "I am Toro Rosso, I'm inevitable." Not sure what he means there. He's currently 9th. I'm sure he's hoping to get further up. We are now into the last 4 minutes and a half of the session. And there is a couple of drivers I'm keeping my eye on. KV Lion, Fishy, Storm as well. I think they're 3 drivers that could get faster times.
Absolutely, if we just go on board with Lion in the Racing Point, he's on a fresh set of softs, he's up on his time at the moment, he's about half a tenth up at the moment, which would be enough to overtake his teammate provisionally, but it was sector 1, which is the shortest sector on the circuit. So, through Maggots and Beckett's he goes, he drops a gear for those massive high legs of gear 7, so that means he's going pretty quick.
I think he's invalidated.
Maybe. Not sure, but he is up on his. He's got a red circuit. Does that mean invalidated? Yeah,
that means invalidated. He went wide coming out. Yeah, so he's got into the. Yeah, so he's gonna have to come back out. Quick. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go on board with the McLaren. He's on a soft tyre now. His previous times are 29.2. Drops 1 gear down Maggot, 1 up through Beckett. Okay, he's 4 tenths quicker, which at the moment would put him provisionally P13. He would have to find another 3 tenths with his final sector, and then another half a second to get 11th. So there's a bit of a gap between 11th and below. at the moment. He goes very, very slow through the rail, and it takes him a while to get through the acceleration. Crosses the line, 4 tenths quicker as predicted, but it was invalidated. Fiscal is 2 tenths up on his time. He needs more than that to get where he probably wants, and the Red Bull is on a lap twig. No, he's not. He's on our lap. Disregard.
On an outlet. Who else we got? We got Zero currently on a lap. Storm's just started a lap. And Warrislander's just started a lap. So they are 3 drivers.
We're going to have to try and clock the finishing order with in a minute or so we can keep on board with everything as they cross.
So out of those 3, it is Zero who will cross first, then Warrislander,
So
and then Storm.
Yep, so I'll stay on board with Ryan because he'll be looking for a pole time. Fully flat out, 1, 2, down to 3, cuts the curve as much as he can. I love watching quick drivers do this circuit because they make it look so easy, but it's not.
No.
You can sit there all day and try, but you won't beat him. Because the car on the left hand side is going to hopefully move out of Ryan's way as he does, down to Brooklyn as he goes in the Renault. Of course, Renault doing well in constructors as discussed. Hopefully they can have a good weekend here in Silverstone. Looking okay through Luffield. Unfortunately, I didn't quite click on what time he's doing at the moment. Trying to cut off as much of Woodcote as he can. Once Ryan comes into it, we'll go straight over to you for the remaining couple of drivers as Warren is set for quickest pole time, over a tenth from Gavin's 26.617. So we're seeing this 0.6's twig.
Oh yeah.
We're just going to clock in what Ryan does. Delta with times from the session. I think that's in the pits. Ryan comes through the second sector time. Wait, where is it? Okay, never mind. It went outside of Chapel and I didn't see it again. So I've no idea how Ryan's doing. So he could be on a blinder, he could not be. He comes through turns 16 and 17, out of club, a little bit unstable on the right hand side. Can he take provisional pole? No, he cannot. He's down on his time.
That's a shame for the Renault driver. We've got Valentino out, we've got Q-Tip currently out. Gavin is back out there again. Is he going to make, he should make the line.
Top drivers, a lot of them have cancelled. You'll see the battery's been used, and we've already done a lap, but we're going to go again. We're going to go again. Wait, but Warren can't make it in time. He won't make it to the line.
No, he's not making it.
Will Gavin? Gavin's going to have another go, and he will have time. Gavin's going to have a go for pole. So I'm going to stay on board with him if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, Fishy retired.
Fishy is retired. I think the last car over the line is Q-Tip.
Right.
But he's not doing, no, he's not doing a lap. So it is Gavin, the last car over the line.
It is Gavin. I'll be on him so you can read out the laps that come flying through Twig. As Gavin goes a 10th up on his time.
Oh, Valentino, did Valentino improve or was he second already? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think he was joined with, oh no, he's improved. He was a 777. Anyway, you're going to have to shout the laps here, Twig, while I'm on board with Gavin. Oh, and Gavin's gone straight into the wall. And I think he got invalidated at Cops.
KV lines up on his time. He's coming into the last sector now. What's he going to do? Can he break into the top 2? He goes 5th. His teammate Spies is behind him.
Storm gets a 5-place grid. Outgoes better or gone for the point.
He goes 8th.
No, the Alpha Male 14th to 13th, and I believe Q-Tip is going slow. Zero is going pits, and that is qualifying over in Silverstone.
Yes, that is that. Even though Warrislander couldn't make the line, his time has managed to get him pole. He'll be over the moon on that new wheel.
Are you staying for a race, or is that it from you?
You know what? I might stay. I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this right now.
Silverstone is unbelievable. Like, I've just put a link to my channel, but don't stay with Twig. He's not going off. So stay with your boy. I'm just here to do my job.
So Gavin has commented that he bottled.
That's interesting because I'm just getting the wait, pictures. So what I wonder is 5th in the Drivers' Championships, but a good race from him today could easily put him 3rd. If Lion and Ryan obviously lose points.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have a quick listen to the... Anyway, Twig, I'll let you take the people through the...
Oh yes, yeah. Starting pole is Warris Ladder. The debutant of Valentino joins him on the front row, and then we have Gavin, Ryan, KV Line, Sector, Zero, Championship leader Q-Tip in 8th, Spies in 9th, Fishy completes the top 10. Then we've got Storm, Rohawks, Elgros Speedo, Let's Get Fiscal, Delta, Disco Stu, Sticku, Extra Zenica, Erdi, and EVR Sam, who retired at the start due to spinning out. So this is going to be a very interesting race. You can already see it's not as clear as qualifying was.
Absolutely.
We know rain's coming.
Clouds. Yes. Which is good. It's good. It's going to create tension. I could agree by 1.5 temps rain in the race. Yes, Keys, we know. We have inside sources. We have a commentary box and we can feel it coming. So what I'll do then is I'll just keep my stream going, but I will keep it as a private one, so that you're the main streamer, but then people can watch it after, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Don't know
of
quite
course.
how to do that. But yeah, maybe I just keep it on the script. It goes up as a video after, so everyone can watch it. Right, the times on your left hand side. Top 12 Optima with the softs. Everyone apart from Fiscal, Disco, Sticku and Zinica are on the medium compound tyre. Twig, by the way, that might be perfect for them, depending on when the rain comes. Because the soft tyres are going to have to pit for mediums anyway if the rain is early. For them, they might not have to pit.
Clever thinking from those four.
That makes sense? Yeah?
Yeah, it does make sense. So if
get rid of it. Yeah,
they were saying halfway, they got to last those mediums for 13 laps at least. Which is easily possible.
And we might have a safety car too.
Oh, and Sam's
if we have a safety car, we
it.
might see the front runners going in immediately for mediums, and then it'll put the 4 mediums at the front. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This is going to be very, very interesting here, because if it was fully dry, we wouldn't be saying all these things. It'd just be a typical 1-stop. But with rain, it could be a 3-stop for the soft tyre drivers, or a 2-stop for the mediums, of course.
I will just warn you.
No, 1-stop, sir. Go on.
I will just warn Sam. I don't know if you did see in the chat, but did say that he's got a problem with his wheel or something. Whereabouts is it?
I mean, if you look at his tyres right now on the grid, we've got a bit of grass on.
Doing no traction for the first time.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So
yeah, well, you need to practice that at some point to get better at the game. So I like that. Will Sam cause or safety car? We don't know.
Oh yeah, Sam could just spin right off of turn 1 and cause a safety car.
Right off. Safety car would be perfect for the mediums. Seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we know that in about 20 minutes time, the weather's going to change. But don't forget, Twig, we've got to go 2 inters and then 2 wets. If it is going to be heavy enough, they're going to have to change 2 sets of tyres. We're going to have to make 2 extra pit stops. And the soft drivers are going to have to make another one anyway. So we could be seeing 3 stops from the top drivers. Oh, I'm ready. I'm Twig's ready because he's doing it with me.
Very ready. Very ready.
Headset away so I can get ready.
Just not too many collisions. Just not too many collisions.
Wait for the grid to form, and we'll just wait for a green woman at the back of the grid to give us the flash. Right, are you ready for Silverstone, ladies and gentlemen? The home of UK racing. We might have a delay. We do.
Are we going?
Okay, I think that's Right, it's lights out and away we go. Warhounder gets away very well. The Haas of Valentino tucks in behind. Mercedes has already gone on my screen, but McLaren of Gavin going very wide through Abbey down to turn number 3, led by Warhounder. The McLaren of Gavin Valentino's dropped to her. Haas going very wide out of turn number 1. There is a safety car already.
Safety car. Sticku lost it, and he was in front of the pit lane. So that is what I believe has caused the safety car. Sam's already out, unfortunately, but we did expect that.
Just to clarify, El Gross got a 5-second penalty for either a collision with someone or someone got it for colliding with him. I'm guessing the safety car was for damage on the track. And Sam, of course.
Sam and Sticku, I believe.
Yes. And, what we're going to see now is either the front runner's pit, which would flip the grid to it flip the mediums to the front and etc. Because the pit's really long, it's like 40 seconds.
It is, yeah.
I'd have to watch that start again. It was a shame because this is my favourite track and we got a really, really bad lights glitch. And I knew it straight away because the lights came on immediately and that never happened.
No, yeah.
It's a really big shame because I was stopped for 10 seconds there.
Is anyone pitting? Anyone pitting?
But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Fish is pitted.
Toro Rosso, Fishy, who's already reacted him in chat. And, this is not a bad thing for me driving to it. As long as that rain comes after the soft middle
Exactly, so Fishy is thinking ahead here.
And don't forget, Twig, once from the safety car, which is going to be about 2 minutes a lap for the next 2 laps at least, that's 5 minutes of the rain coming closer, yeah?
Exactly, yeah. Fishy here is hoping that after this safety car there's no more.
Yes.
Because otherwise the softs might be able to bring it all the way.
Yeah. Fishy, I regret the West Hill. And Beto has just crashed again. Oh, what? What? The Alfa Romeo Velgos has tapped Delta, and Delta's gone into the wall.
Delta's gone into the right hand side of the wall there.
Well, that was after a clip from the Alfa, right? He had to,
I didn't exactly see it.
He wouldn't have done that on purpose and gone into the wall. He was in a decent position.
Okay, so in the chat, Delta has just put just slam on the brakes to whoever, so we're gonna, that's something we'll have to review, but we'll move on from that for now.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't look great, to be honest.
No, we'll have to have a look at that after the race. But is the safety car's not coming in, is it? I'm guessing it's going for another one. Which is a shame, because we're pretty much ready to go. Fishy has said he's regret using the wet setup. Is anyone else going to come in now? No, no one else is coming.
Yeah, sorry. So we're doing one more lap of Silverstone on the safety car. And I'm hoping there's a safety car in real life when I go, because I want to see a safety car in real life. Because it's funny. So we are on lap 3. When the race restarts, we're going on to lap 4, and that means we'll be still 23 laps of the best circuit to go, with 2 less drivers. And rain coming.
And rain on its way.
Rain is on its way. It's somewhere. As you can see, the clouds have got a little bit more cloudy. Just realise that.
Fishy, if you're watching the stream, can you ask Jeff how long the weather will be?
Yeah. Get Bonnie on it.
Yep.
The safety car. Sorry, I just got mixed up with part of the track there. I thought we were out of Stowe, but we're not. We're into Loughborough now. We've got a bit of a track to still go. And right, we'll have a quick run through the position changes for you very, very quickly. What I wonder has stayed exactly the same. Well done to him. Gavin's moved up 1. Well done to him. Valentino's dropped 1. Lion stayed. Sector up 1. Ryan down 2. We're looking to change that. 0 the same. His teammate just below him. Rohawks up 3. Good job for now. Spice the same. Let's get Fiscal in the Ferrari up 3. Well done to him. Medium tyres from Let's Get Fiscal as well, so that's good. Q-Tip's down 3 at the moment in his home Grand Prix, the championship leader. He's got work to do. Storm is now just overtaking the Alpha Twig. What's that about? Oh, now we give him a position back. Maybe a bit of teasing. Storm's up 3. Zinica Eddie up 3 as well. And those some drivers not having a bad start in 3 laps.
No, not too bad. We have got intel from Fishy. Just over 10 minutes till race.
10 minutes, so
that should be
about
after
7 laps.
Yeah.
Lap 10, which is less than halfway. That means we will probably have time to go to the heavy as well, depending on how fast it transfers itself. For what I wonder, sends the car very, very slowly down to Vale. Turn number 16, where he will very shortly, as the safety car is now in the pit lane, restart the Grand Prix off his own accord. He'll go full power whenever he wants to. He loses the back end as he does it through turn 18, and for what I know, restarts the Silverstone Grand Prix. Gavin was very quick on his tail, up the gearbox already, fully flat through turn number 1. Valentino behind, Lion 4th, sector 5th, no incidents at the moment, into turn 3 they go.
Yeah, it's all clean at the moment. I have just seen a storm, not the weather storm, the driver storm, go all the way to the back of the grid. Not sure how that's happened, but he is currently now 18th.
For Williams and Torso, we're 3 wide going into turn 4. That never goes too well. Warlander currently through Luffields. The pack very, very close, of course, after his safety car, and still close. Almost half a lap in, which is good to see. Just going through Woodcote now. Warlander led by Gavin, then Valentino, then Lion, then Scepter, and then Ryan completing your top 3, as Warlander is still fully flatting it out through Cops. Nearly loses the back end.
Oh.
That could have been pretty sketchy.
Sector's gone. Sector's spun out. He tried to keep it flat out and he spun off the curb. He's still going. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's missing half of his wing. He's going to have to pit for mediums.
He is, and that's for 2 Williams at the back at the moment. Down to Stowe. Go on, we got a reaction.
Sorry, just some more damage. I did see damage fly off somewhere, but Disco Stu hasn't got any damage. Which I don't know. It was between like Disco Stu and El Gross, maybe, an extra.
The first proper lap has been completed by Warlander. You can see Gavin's got the pace as he sets the quickest lap. Warlander takes the curve very, very wide for turn number 1 and 2, getting really close to the track limits, of course. The McLaren of Gavin very, very close to the gearbox. DRS, of course, is not in yet. Set to get to 5-second pen for speeding, and look how tight that pack is, Twig. Oh, bear with me, the McLaren might make a move down to Brooklands. He's got the speed, he's going to go on the inside line. Can the McLaren make a move down to turn number 6? No, he can't. The Mercedes gets the nose in, and Warlander keeps P1 for now.
Yeah, Gavin, he was involved in the practice race earlier and he did show some very good pace. The other McLaren is also making moves. He's made a move on the Ferrari of Extra Zinica, but now he's got Fishy coming up his inside. And Fishy's going to take that spot away from him. Fishy up to 12th.
Fishy up to 12th, but what I'm going to it goes through Cops a little bit too rash. Gets a 3-second pen for corner cutting or exceeding track limits. I'm not too sure. As he comes out of Chapel, Gavin would probably have thought that he got a warning from that. He probably wouldn't know if he's got a penalty or not. I can't remember if Jeff tells you or not. But just a quick, Ryan, I think, has overtaken his teammate. Or was that the correct way?
I can't remember what way they're around, but the Renaults are doing well.
But the Renaults are doing well, 5th and 6th respectively, and Warlander completes the 2nd official lap. DRS is now on. Valentino sets the fastest lap so far, which doesn't really matter, it'll go down. But they need to set the fastest lap, A, before the rain comes, and B, preferably before they pit, or whatever the situation. The rain shouldn't be far away, ladies and gentlemen, maybe between 5 and 10 minutes, we think.
Oh, El Grospido. He's gone off the track. Oh, he's all over the place.
Again, and he's clipped the wing of Disco, I think. Is Disco missing an end plate to it?
I'm trying to get a good look.
Rohawks is off at Village, just going out to turn number 5 now, and he's still got his wing, but Rohawks has dropped quite a few places.
It's a horrid couple of turns for the Alfa Romeos, but Disco Stu has managed to come out of it unscathed.
I love that dynamic shot going through cops. You just see every single car going over the curb because they can't do it fast out.
It's a right good battle going on here. Right good battle going on at the back.
At the back, yeah, and the front. I mean, look at that. You got a pack of 4 and a little bit of a gap, then a pack of 4 again, then a pack of 3 just going through Maggots and Beckett's now. And McLaren having DRS getting so close to Wilder within literally a fifth of a second as Gavin goes quite wide out of Stowe, and we'll just keep on board.
Spies has broken the Renault 5.6 and he's up ahead of Zero.
And that's not going to help them because 2 teammates together is much better than being split, as for Ferraris now with Verstappen.
Exactly, and now Q-Tip is on the back of Zero as well, so it could go from bad to worse.
Good, we know Q-Tip's got pace and he needs to show it here. As for McLaren, had a little look at the inside of Wilder out of Village, doesn't quite make it work. Does he have DRS down to Bucklands? Yes, he does. Will he have enough pace to get past Wilder? Wilder's going to stay with the outside. It worked for him the first time. Will it work for him the second time? Gavin goes wide, but wheel to wheel through Lovefield now. The McLaren might have the outside line, but he might get a better line through Woodcote. Actually, well, Mercedes got away quite well, and these two are tussling non-stop. The McLaren might make a move. He's going on the outside of the cost. Can they keep it wheel to wheel? The McLaren steps down 1 gear, and he gets away pretty well through Maggots and Beckett's. The McLaren's going to stay on the left-hand curve, and Mercedes going to take the right-hand curve. Wheel to wheel, bits of contact. Gavin gets through, and Gavin is now in your lead, in the lead.
Here comes Valentino.
Mercedes doesn't have the DRS, but Valentino has his wheel to wheel with the thing. Gavin moves to the right hand side, but Mercedes is wedged in down to Stowe. Will the outside line help Valentino through Stowe? It actually might do, and he does a double overtake from the hanger straight into Stowe, and Valentino now leads him in Silverstone.
Wow, what a battle we got going at the front here. We've got 3 Dutch drivers all behind the Icelandic driver now in first.
And Gavin gets a 3-second pen. That matches with what Islander as well. Valentino could be in a pretty good position here, depending on how quick that rain comes. I don't know what the tyre situation is going to be like. Zero couldn't seem to pitch. Twig, any idea why that is?
No, I think he's just struggling a bit. I don't think he had a wing change.
So the soft tyres are hurting the drivers at the moment. The rain, the clouds are here. The rain isn't yet. And if the tyres are hurting the drivers at the back, they've surely got to be hurting these drivers at the front.
Yeah, the way they're battling at the front, not going to be good for those soft tyres. Q-Tip is probably the latest driver who's going to make a move on someone. He's gaining on Spies. He has just dropped off actually.
Also, don't forget, Q-Tip is now. Remember, he only started 8th, but he was 11th before that safety car. He is very, very slowly working his way back up the grid as Gavin moves on the right side of the Haas. He's not going to match his speed, and Gavin moves into the left-hand side to cover that line to absolutely double ensure that Valentino would not have the outside line out of Stowe. And Gavin now retakes the lead of Silverstone.
This is going to be non-stop from this lot.
It is, and this is what we want. This is racing that we want to see as the pack of 4 at the front. Don't forget Ryan behind as well. Every time these have a little bit of a battle, Ryan gets that little bit closer. And Ryan's got a couple of cars behind him, but at the moment they're not his priority. His priority is Lion, because he can't really overtake Wilder, because every time he tries to, Wilder's also got DRS as well.
Yeah, Ryan's nearly within that 1 second, so he'll be joining them very soon.
That detection zone is just before, just after turn 3, I think. It's quite far back for detection zone. So if he can get to within a second before that turn 3, there you go.
It's gonna be 4 Dutch drivers and 1 Icelandic
That's
driver
crazy.
soon.
I didn't even know. That's crazy. The Dutch taking over BPRL.
Yeah. We'll start calling it
Oh,
DPRL.
and now Valentino gets a 3-second pence. So the top 3 drivers all have 3-second pence, and you know what that means metaphorically? Lyon is technically leading this race. In terms of penalties, that's not saying Lyon won't get any, but you can't do 3-second pence in the pits, can you?
No.
You can.
No, you can't.
So that's about Valentino is very wide at still, but that's probably because of the pressure from Merck behind him. And Gavin leads us on to lap 10 in a second, and we expect the rain to be within 5 minutes max now.
Yeah, definitely, and we now...
Just to check, that is a Renault, and that might be Ryan.
Maggots and
no, it won't be Ryan.
Beckett's. 0.
0, and he's fully off.
He's fully off.
Fully DNF'd into the wall in Maggots and Beckett's. You don't see that. Can't happen though.
Good decision though, only yellow flags. He was way off the track, so no need for a safety car there.
Yep, and Sabo leaves the session. Unlucky to him. Now he's relying. He was in a good position as well. Now he's relying on Ryan to get as many points as he can.
Q-Tip has made that move on Spies, and he's moved up into 6th place, and Spies is not going to get an immediate reaction back to that, so it is Q-Tip stick.
Q-Tip did that with full battery, so don't count out Q-Tip just yet. Don't forget Q-Tip is only 6.5 seconds behind the leader. He might be 6 positions away, but he's also only 6 seconds away. And while all these keep overtaking each other every single lap, Q-Tip can just get that spot closer. You can see Q-Tip just coming under that bridge on the hanger straight now. Don't count Spice out though, just yet. He's right behind the house and he'll be looking to get that spot. The problem is that Fish is 6 seconds behind them. Not too bad though, he pitted early.
Oh, we've got two of the lead group have blinked.
Gavin and Lloyd are going to the pits. Now I'm just going to watch Gavin just to see if we do the 3-second penalty.
Okay,
if not, we are sure that Gavin, Valentino and Warhounder have 3-second pens. They do not do the pens, and he puts on soft tyres, so the rain is definitely coming. Twig. They wouldn't have done it if there wasn't. And we should see a lot of soft tyre changes now. I'm just on board with Valentino, and we'll watch him come into the pits a little bit later on.
So the people who are benefiting from this right now, look at Fishy in 6th, making that early pit stop under the safety car. And let's get Fiscal, Sticku.
Oh, that is the rain glitch, and the rain is here. And if that's wet enough in 2 or 3 laps, could they stay out on the softs and save themselves time? Now Twig, think about the medium gang now. Think about the guys on the medium tyres. Don't forget, Fishy wasn't one of them, pitted, and he's still the quickest medium driver at the moment.
Yeah.
Will Valentino, Warhounder, Ryan, Q-Tip all stay out? I presume so, but those tyres will be getting a little bit dead. Those tyres will probably be acting like hard tyres now. Seriously.
Oh, they're going in now.
They're going in now.
Wow.
Are they going to put inkers on early and burn them out? They are definitely expecting heavy rain.
Very early. Oh, everyone's coming in very early. Spice has stayed out.
Spice has stayed out. That's probably a good idea, you know.
I think Spice has made the best move here. The rain has only just started at the start of that previous lap.
They're putting inters on now. However, the concrete or asphalt, the DRS is off. So this rain is going to come down with a vengeance.
It's going to come down quick.
Spice made the right decision. I think but if you watch him, Twig, he's going to struggle. Look at that.
Oh, he's struggling.
He can't even get out of village. He can't even get the traction down. Oh, his back end's everywhere. Oh, you have to remain on board with Spice, Twig, while I remain on board with Fishy, because Fishy's going to be worse. This is going to be horrendous. You can see the standing water on the track already. Look at that braking. They can't even turn. Scepter gets a 5-second pen. A Alfa Romeo of Elgros Bedo is in the wall. He's lost his wing at Cops. He's facing the wrong way. No, he isn't. Oh, he can't move. Oh, yes. This is what we love. Warhounder has got past TTG's Tom. Yeah, you can see how quick the inters are. And Spice is just going through Maggots and Beckett's now. Really shortcut that. He's using his full wheel, and the car is just not turning. However, luckily for him, he's got one turn to go, and he just needs to get on that power. He can't even get power through the back end of that. So what we'll do, ladies and gentlemen, is we'll let everyone else pit, and then we'll go through what the situation is, because we have no idea right now. We have no idea where Spice is going to come out. We know the pit lane's really long, Twig, but he could be coming out in 14th here.
Yeah. Oh, look at that as well. I didn't even notice Gavin and KV Lion. Gavin and KV Lion stayed out on their softs.
Gavin and KV Lion did stay out on their softs. Wait!
So oh no.
That's because they pitted and put new softs on. And then, once they came out of the pits, it then started to rain. So Gavin would have only have to have done 2 more laps.
Oh god, they're gonna suffer here.
Oh, he just made it. Oh dear, Ryan is now P3. Valentino wanting to keep their places, and this is where we see the wet driver skill, really, because it's totally different. And also, we've got to keep an eye on this rain, because it is due, and don't forget, we're not technically even halfway through yet. We've got to complete this lap, and we've got heavy rain to come yet. So this is fantastic stuff. For us, let me just confirm, for us.
Yeah, I know one person who's glad the rain is here, Q-Tip, was saying before the race that he was wanting rain at least to come into the race, so...
Q-Tip is 9 seconds, now Q-Tip's lost 3.5 seconds there, because he was, I think, 5.5, he's now 9, so he's got time to make up. The problem is these drivers have got to step on the pace. I think any indication that we have of Q-Tip doing well in the rain will be done when he passes Ryan, if he does. It's an Alfa Romeo, he's just going very slow through Bucklands, and that's El Grosbedo again. He's going a little bit slow.
Rohawk just put wet tyres on. Bit soon.
It might be a bit soon, but look on the track, Twig, you can see there is some standing water already. I know the wets is built for a good level of standing water, but let's just say if he could keep a consistent number of laps, and let's say if he can stay within 40 seconds.
Oh no.
Why wouldn't it? Are you watching him?
I'm watching him, he's struggling through the turns. It's not wet enough just yet.
It's wet enough where the standing water is, not where it is there though.
Oh, Q-Tip all over the back of Ryan already.
It is, and Ryan gets a 3-second pen for that pressure from Q-Tip into turn number 3, down to Village. And we'll just keep on board with this, Twig, because I sense an overtake.
So do I can sniff it.
I'll let you lead it.
Well, here he comes, just put his ERS into mode 4. He's going to have a look down the inside. He's not going to back out of it, he's going to go for it. Ryan's going to defend the outside onto the inside. Q-Tip's still trying it though, he's not backing out. He's going to hold it, he's going to make the move, and he's got it done. Q-Tip into the podium position.
Now, the problem is just a tiny bit. Q-Tip lost a bit of time, so it's 9.6 now behind the leader. His next job is to catch up to War Islander and the leaders, and we'll judge that off his interval. So we'll remember there's 9.3, and we'll go back to it a little bit, and we can't forget War Islander will be trying to get Valentino for the race win at some point.
He won't. I just can't.
Is off at number 1, just going down to Abbey. Sorry, Arena, my bad. And turn number 3 it was. And Rohawk's really sugaring on those wet tyres. I think he might have just made the wrong decision. There is standing water, but nowhere near enough for those wet tyres.
No, definitely not.
Maybe he just flicked it again by accident. Maybe he did mean to put into something. He just flicked it.
Maybe.
Maybe he just went da-da-da, yeah, done. And then got into the pits and realised, yeah.
Or he was trying to go for something risky. As KV Lion looks to go for something risky down the inside of the Storm. He's not going to be able to get the move done just here. he is going to have another go, and Storm doesn't defend it too hard, and KV Line moves up to 11th. KV Line and Gavin have lost out massively here. 10th and 11th now.
So the fastest lap was done by Sector. That won't be improved with the rain, and he's currently outside the top 10. So no one's getting in the top 10 at the moment. Warhound and Valentino and Gavin have 3 second penalties. Q-Tip doesn't. So the gap's 6.7, not 9.7. But Q-Tip doesn't seem to be catching up just yet.
No, he seems to be losing time, if anything, at the moment.
If anything, yeah, losing, yeah.
But he said to me before the race he wanted anything in the top 5 today, and he'll be happy. So I think he's going to be quite satisfied with that so far.
Rohawks, I think, will retire in the pits to win. I think that's a good decision. I think he made the wrong decision, or he made a mistake, and he retired in the pits like a good driver. And unfortunately, not the Alfa Romeo tonight this evening. Not Alfa Romeo in general. I don't think his teammate is ever banned.
No, yeah, his teammate, I believe, has left the session, so it's not a good day for the Alfa Romeo team. And neither the Williams at the moment, down in 13th and 15th respectively, but that's not going to be bringing them any points home.
Yeah, absolutely. Valentino, I'm just trying to catch where's the... Okay, so he'll be back marking soon. Not just yet, Eddie will be the back marker. Ryan, was that a little bit slow down to Brooklands? I think it was. It was a yellow flag for the Renault of Ryan, and that's allowed Spice to catch up that little bit. It definitely wasn't less than a second. And Ryan seems to be struggling a little bit in the light rain.
No, yeah, Q overtook him a couple laps ago, so now that the gap's got to 8 seconds, there's definitely been a mistake from Ryan.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can see on that shot that there is some sand in water that is definitely forming off the driving line. It looks pretty wet. I had a great dynamic view going into Hanger Straight, and you can see the rain on the track, obviously when the camera was still, and it's pretty heavy rain at the moment. I don't know if this is actual heavy rain, but the rain itself is heavy as Valentino nearly loses the back end going past Club at the end of the lap. And he's got to be really careful of that, because if he has traction on medium, which most of the drivers do, very, very careful with the power inputs. One wrong move and you could be in some serious trouble. That's the only bits of it. Q-Tip slowing down.
He is, yeah, he seems to be struggling a little. I'm not sure whether I know he doesn't run a setup, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Haas driver, but Spice is all over the back of Ryan here, and I think he'll be looking to make a move into the next turn. Gonna have a look, but he's not gonna go for it.
Now, I'm not an F1 genius, but I'm pretty sure that's now heavyweight.
I don't know. I haven't played the game
enough.
enough.
Gets a fantastic exit out of Woodcote, cuts and curve, moves to the left hand side of Ryan. Here he comes off, taps Ryan, and I think he's into the wall, and that's the Renault retired from the session. And that is 100% a racing incident, but two drivers did two wrong things. Ryan should not have come to the left, and the other driver was not expecting it and clipped the Renault into Woodcote wall. And that will be clipped, I'm sure, that will be looked into, but I got a perfect view of that, so I'm sure they'll use my stream. Yeah, interesting one. The stewards are going to have a good look at that as another car goes off, and that is Spice out of Stowe. He's not got damage, but he has lost time. That is for sure.
He's lost time and a place.
Time and a place.
Fishy.
9 laps to go.
So that is the Renaults, both Renaults out. So not a good day for the Renaults in terms of constructors, with both racing points still on the track and one of the Toro Rossos. So they're going to be losing points to their rivals today. War Islander is slowly catching Valentino. Slowly. So now that retirement has brought...
I'll be back in a second.
Of course. So that retirement has brought KV Lion up into the points. He'll be relieved at that. I'm sure him and Gavin will be a bit annoyed with how things have gone, but 8 laps to go, anything can happen. Got to keep their heads up, keep pumping the laps in, and it does look very wet out there. But when the drivers will be able to tell more than we do, I don't think me or Jack play the game as much as most of the guys here. But it is starting to look very heavy now. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Only the drivers know how their cars are feeling in this horrid English weather. So either Q-Tip is losing time, or Warislander and Valentino are just pumping in very good laps. And we do see TTG Storm coming into the pits. Now he's done 5 laps on Inters. I can't see if he's got damage. We'll see if he gets front wing change. Is he going to be going onto the wet tyre? He is. So we have got, apart from Rohawks initially going onto the wet tyre, we now have our first driver making the move and feeling as though it is wet enough for the wet tyre.
I'm back.
You are back.
I'm back.
So Storm has just put on a set of wets.
And I like I said, I didn't think my F1 knowledge was incredible, even though I know it is. And that is definitely heavy rain. And you can tell, Twig, by the amount of droplet. If you go St. Valentino and go on board, and you can tell by the number of droplets you can see on the screen coming from the sky. It's a simple concept. There is not that many droplets with light rain. There's also another weather system in F1 which I didn't even know. It's called torrential. And he said, so you got light rain, you got 1 drop. You got heavy rain, which is 3 drops, and torrential is 3 lines. Some of you may have seen it on career mode. But it happens very rarely online. I've never seen it. But there is a new weather system called torrential rain, which is even worse than this.
Oh dear. Well, let's hope that doesn't come around, because that could get messy. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Oh, is it Storm? Storm on the wets. Has lost it. Just coming up to the end of Maggots and Beckett, sorry. So maybe... Is it wet? Is it wet enough for the wet tyre? I honestly don't have a clue. Fishy picks up a 3-second penalty. Valentino and Warislander are continuing on their Inter tyres.
Yeah, I don't think... See, it's difficult. You know Germany from this year in real life. You know how difficult it is to decide. Well, and they don't even have the access that we do. They get it worse. They have to judge the surface water themselves. But here we can get a rough idea. And the change between the Inters and the wets, and how many laps are left, and the situation is so hard. It can win you or lose you a race, or even gain or lose positions. But I'm interested to see why they can cut this half a second to an overtake with 6 laps to go.
Decent amount of battery there. Oh, he's hit the Haas. He's hit the back of the Haas and he's lost the back end, and Valentino managed to save his back end, but he's now...
I just got that on stream, but I wasn't looking.
He's now 5 seconds behind the Haas.
Oh no. Has that just gifted Valentino the win here in Silverstone? Potentially. They both have 40-second pens, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know whether Morris don't improve without breaks himself. It was very hard for a move. It very late move down the inside. But that has given Valentino a nice bit of breathing space. Warslander won't give up. He's still got 5 laps. 5 laps. But he's got to bring it down a second a lap. No.
Yellow flag in sector 3, and that is a stick-it or... Wait, no, that's that.
Storm has retired in the pits.
Yeah, right, that makes sense. Cool. And Will Q-tip hunt down one, but don't forget to win the gap. Okay, still 9 seconds, never mind, I thought I was leaving. Because Q-tip doesn't have a penalty. What Aaron does as Lion goes into P8 out of Stoke.
Yeah, Gavin just took Disco and KV Line just took Sticku. So still sector 1 yellow flag. Oh, that's still Storm. Storm's car pulling over.
Was that a Red Bull going slow to it? In turn number... Oh, where's Gavin goes very wide out of Village. I think it was...
It was Storm's car, yeah.
Oh, again, still fake. Ah, okay.
Yeah, and that I believe that put off Gavin, which made him go a little bit wide.
Ah, yeah, because it wasn't ghosted, that would have made sense. What a weird race, and it still isn't over. We have 4 laps after Valentino crosses the line, which he will do in the next 20 seconds as he goes wide and nearly loses the back again out of turn number 15, but he seems to be doing alright, and all Valentino has to do is just drive. Warren made it easier for him by making a mistake, and as he leads us through the start of this straight. We started with a full grid, which was good to see. We're down to 14 on a very wet Silverstone.
Yeah, we're not seeing many battles on track. I think see his KV Line coming up to the back of Disco Stew, but apart from that, there is quite big gaps all over the place. Is that Fishy getting another penalty?
It is, and I would have loved to have seen like a Q-tip and Fishy scrap at the end. That'd have been interesting, but the gaps are what they are. As you can see, the standing water, that is definitely heavy rain. The drivers opted to continue on the intermediates, but do not let, the drivers should not let their, shall we say, rear end slip. That's probably the worst saying. But one mistake now, like Warner, and things can change. Has Lion just gone into P7?
He has. Yeah, Disco Stew had an awful exit out of turn 1, went a bit wide, and that allowed KV Line to move up the inside with ease.
Understood. Now we've reached a point in the race where we are waiting for the something to happen. The smallest gap on the grid was 1.4, 1.8, and they're both increasing. So every car has got a reasonable gap. We've got 3 laps to go, including this one. And what about the race so far? So we can sum it up in a commentator's paragraph.
I think it started great as well, and it's a shame. I would have liked to have seen Kevin and KV Line still up there with Valentino and Warslander, because that was brilliant what was going on up there. I think they just got caught out not pitting and stayed on the fresh softs that they put on. I don't think either of them wanted to admit that they'd come in just slightly earlier instead of staying out another lap, and they could have gone onto the intermediate straight.
We've got a couple of things to look at. The main ones being what happened to between Delta and El Grosbedo. From what the game was telling us, the Alfa Romeo has tapped Delta, and Delta's gone into a wall down to Brooklands. That's the first one. I think the second there's not been too many incidents, but the second the really main incident really was the Ryan and Spike. Who was it? Out of Woodcote, when Ryan moved over to the left-hand side, as Valentino nearly has the biggest mare of his F1 career going down to Vale, and he's very lucky he controlled that. And I will put that clip in after the race, because he's a lucky man. Anyway, what else? What was I saying? Yeah, so Ryan moved over to the left-hand side. By the way, he was going to be overtaken on the left-hand side of the car. He was behind him. I don't want to name the name of it wrong, but was quicker. He was going past, and then Ryan moves over to the left-hand side, moves over too quickly. The car can't get out of the way. Taps right. If you can imagine Ryan coming in with a left-hand turn, he's tapped the back left tyre. His car spanned straight into a wall. So you can picture what happened. I got it all on stream as well, so it makes the Stewart's job a little bit easier. As Valentino comes round, never mind, I thought that was the final turn, which it definitely isn't. But after this, one lap to go of a typical British wet Silverstone.
Yeah, and we've got a little battle that's going right to the end here. We've got Stu coming up to the back of Disco Stu. Battle for points. So they're both going to be going for it. I think Disco Stu is struggling a lot now. So I'll keep an eye on this one.
Good stuff. I'm just going to remain on board with the leader to bring it home now, I think. I think he's got one lap left, unless he doesn't have any more wiggles. I think he's secured his win. And has Valentino won a race this season? I'm not able to find this.
This is his debut, actually.
This is Valentino's debut.
He joined a couple of days ago as a reserve driver, and this is his debut. So
he's now a fully qualified Haas driver?
No.
He should be.
How it works, unfortunately, but yes, this will be debut win for the Icelandic driver.
Well, imagine if he never gets to race this season again, but that one race he did, he won. Will set to break into the top 10 twin, because he's got the fastest lap at the moment.
Unlikely, unless Let's Get Fiscal makes a mistake. He's currently 11 seconds behind the Ferrari. But Stiku is making a move on Disco Stu. Very close to his back wheel, and Disco Stu's gone wide actually, so now they're side by side. Disco Stu defensive on the inside, Stiku nowhere to go, and Stu keeps the position. Their names are too alike. I feel like I'm saying one person the whole time.
So wait, Gavin's gap to leader is 48 seconds. Think about where he would have been if he didn't make that pit stop.
It's a shame. It is a shame. Him and KP Line should be further up.
Just didn't expect the rain to come, but it did come. And Valentino leads us down the Hanger straight to turn number 15, of which he's done 26 times in dry, light weather and heavy weather. He's got a mini chicane and one final turn to go on his debut race as a Haas driver. We may not see him next week, but the week we have seen, he's come to Silverstone, it's rained a lot, and he's still won the Grand Prix by War Islanders' mistake helping him do it. With his 3-second pen, he's 8.1 seconds behind, and Q-Tip from 11th after the safety car to a podium finish is a pretty good result from him, as Fishy crosses for line P4 and Twig can do the rest.
And Spice should be coming in 5th, barring any mistakes. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the rest of them as well. Spice. Gavin comes 6th, Cave Line close behind him, not close enough though. So Gavin will come home 6th, KV Line 7th, and Sticku has not managed to get past Disco Stu. He's still having a look at the Red Bull.
Gavin swapped to it.
Oh, they swapped on penalties. Disco Stu's gone very deep. Can Sticku get round the outside? Oh, I don't think he's just going to get it. Disco Stu holds the position, but penalties means Stick goes ahead. And the Ferrari of Fiscal has gone ahead of both of them. What a result for the Ferrari.
Wow. He went up 3 places or 2?
He was coming home in 10th, so he's moved up 2 places.
And that's what no penalties can get you. As Sector finishes for Grand Prix in P11, doesn't get the point for the fastest lap, and so does no one else. What a mad race! What was that?
That was a brilliant race.
Oh,
absolutely
that is
brilliant.
what we love.
That's why we love Silverstone.
That's why we spend our time doing this. Can I send you an overtake to stick up on Twitter? 18th after safety car to P4. Yeah, the safety car. A lot of people doing well after the safety car. Hey, opposing drivers. There you go. I'll do that. The Dutchies taking over BPRL, maybe. 44 minutes. To be fair, that's pretty quick, isn't it? For light rain, heavy rain, and a safety car. It's pretty quick.
That is pretty
there we go then. Q-tip. Wait, it says no stops. That's wrong. 8th to 3rd, Fishy 10th to 4th, Fiscal 13th to 8th, Sticku 17th to 9th, Disco Stu 15th to 10th, and Valentino going from that 2nd on the grid to winning the race. That overtake on Warhound proving absolutely genius, and getting him that debut win. Bit of a shame that he's not a driver that we see every week, but he's an unbelievable driver, that's for sure, and he can drive in the dry and the wet. And well done to the other drivers that finished, of course. Commiserations to a couple of drivers, but seems to be couldn't do anything about what happened. And I'm sure we will have a few clips in the Discord, a few clips on the Twitter. And yeah, I'm just mad.
mental.
And that is why that is the best circuit on the calendar. By a mile.
If anyone is still watching the stream, we will be doing, well, I will be doing, I don't know, Jack, if you're staying around, we will be doing some interviews.
Okay, I can stay. I've got a VFL late night game, but not till 10. Stay.
Awesome. Let me suggest the guys that I need you to invite. Who came second? I can't even remember. Oh, Warslander. How could I forget? Warslander and Q.
Right, I can leave F1. I need to join a pro club team, but I can still do the interviews, can't I?
Yeah. Right, I've suggested the guys that finished on the podium. Hopefully they can join.
Okay.
We'll have to see. If not, Fishy came 4th, so we'll invite Fishy in if they don't.
So, Disco Stew 1 hour ago, but first full time we're seeing BPRL, please be kind and dry. So it wasn't dry, and was it kind? Where did he finish? I'm not just running out, but it's still hard to remember.
He did.
With the competitiveness of the stuff and the difficult scenario. Where did he start? He started 15 to 10, so it's a good race by him. 5 positions on Silverstone. Can't really.
Have you invited the guys I suggested?
Oh, no.
No.
I should do that. Invite players he suggested. Bang, bang, bang. Go.
Awesome. Let's get these guys in. It's a brilliant race. So we've got one of the guys in. Valentino, we shall speak to you shortly, just wait for the others. Warris is here and Q is here. So, evening gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening. Congratulations. Congratulations on podiums for all three of you. For Valentino, congrats on the debut win here at BPRL. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. It was a pretty fun race. Strategy seemed to work well, stretching those softs and just making the one stop out with the soft inters to the end. Pretty good race.
Yeah, you managed to fend off a lot of competition at the start. There was Warris Lander, KV Lion, Gavin YouTube, even Ryan was starting to get involved. It was a big group of you fighting at the front.
Yeah, indeed. It was pretty fun to be a DRS train.
You got off the screen. You need to go onto a game so we can hear them. We're not hearing them at all.
Those didn't even know it was going to rain in this race.
Wait there, Valentino.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Twig, you need to go on a
I'm on the game.
Yeah,
I'm on the game.
We'll have to restart. Right, go on, ask Valentino your question again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to interviews! Yay!
Welcome to interviews!
And we have Valentino! Right, Twig, go on. Start again.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah,
Wait, you're still not on a game?
I'm on F1.
Oh, we can hear you now.
I'm on F1. Congratulations, Valentino, on the win for the second time. As I was saying, yeah, you had to fend off a lot of competition at the start of the race with the group of 5 of you at the front. How was that? Because there's some fast drivers up there.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was going to be a race. I was just settling in for a DRS train for the entire race and just send down the final lap because everyone would be within a second of each other. But yeah, the rain came, kind of separated the race, and then it just became like a 2-man battle. But then War Islander kind of tried to send it, didn't end well with contact, and then yeah, just me to the finish.
Oh, so you didn't know about the rain then?
Nah, I was oblivious to it. It's just I was preparing for my soft medium strategy.
Oh wow, okay. So you managed that well then. Congratulations on the first place. I'll hand over to Jack.
I mean, Valentino, there's a clip I'm just trying to find. Because me and Twig had the same situation at Abu Dhabi. It was a double overtake. Now, that didn't get you, because you got overtaken again by someone else, but that was probably one of the best double overtakes I've seen, especially at Britain. Can you remember any of it, or talk us through any of that, if you can remember it?
Oh, was that between me? Was that between Gavin and
I
War Island?
believe so. Yeah, down Brooklands, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just got a run on also. I just got a run after Maggots and Beckett's and just thought might as well send it, and it seemed to have worked. So yeah, pretty
Yeah, I
decent.
think you got a car out of turn 5, and then you dipped and weaved, and somehow got another car down to turn 6, which was really good. You did get overtaken again, but then you got your place back and smashed the victory. Well done to you. We'll get back to you because we have group questions at the end.
Okay.
War Islander. Are you
Good
here?
night. Yeah, I'm here.
Good evening. 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 The Merckman, second place, qualified first. At what point did you lose that position? I'm just trying to think.
It wasn't a lap that. Come on, Valentino, I believe, did that double overtake, and just before into the, at the first DRS straight, I believe I lost the position there, and then I kind of settled behind them.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to same DRS, what everyone was trying to do. And then I would also like to apologize for the touch on Valentino, even though it was more compromising myself. It wasn't even a move, it was just, I don't know, stupid lane braking or something.
They kind
So
of...
that's also, yeah, that's also why that's where really the fight for the win, I guess, stopped for me, and I just tried to bring it home from that point.
Yeah, because you were at a point where you were about half a second behind, and
Yeah.
you were keeping that half a second behind. It was almost like you were matching Valentino's pace.
Yeah, I felt like I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made that mistake. I felt like, I don't know, for a little bit quicker, maybe a 10th quicker lap, but I had one more penalty as him. So I think it would have been difficult to extend the gap anyway. So I think P2 is about the best I could have done today. Very happy with it.
Are you happy with P2?
Yeah, certainly. I've also got a new wheel this week, so I'm still sort of getting used to it. So I think it's good to already get a podium.
It was tested tonight. Jesus. Everyone losing their back.
Yeah, did already, but this was my second race with it, but it went pretty alright. So
good stuff. Twig?
Yeah, only for a second race. That's you were looking fast, mate. You were looking very fast at the front, and it was almost. I'm not sure if you saw the stream or the stream comments, but it was literally you, KV Lion, and Gavin, the three Dutchmen, all against Valentino, the Icelandic. Proper,
yeah, very cool.
Proper ganging up on him. How could you?
Right, stay with us,
watch
what
it.
I wonder. We have some
I'll say.
questions at the end. Right, now I'll let Twig deal with Q-Tip. Twig. I'll let Twig deal with Q-Tip.
Well done, Q. Third place.
Thank you very much.
You had a bit of like a down and up race, didn't you? You didn't have the best of starts. You did fall back a few places, but you've ended up on the podium.
The start was a start, I guess.
He just everything he says just makes me kick.
Well, I'm knackered, or you know, me as an old driver who's 20, I'm knackered, right?
Did Twig mention that you were 11th after the safety car?
Yes, I was. It was. No, it was definitely not the strongest start. I felt some contact going into turn 3. I'm not sure by who, but the first thing I immediately thought was, okay, this race has just now turned upside down. But then the safety car came out, which I think helped us with strategy during the race. We pulled off a couple of good moves on Ryan and Spy, which was absolutely incredible. We timed the stop to intermediates perfectly. And I think that's what helped us really get this P3 tonight, which I'm very, very happy with for the team, 100%.
There was a point where, so you came out of the pits on your inters, and your gap to leader was 9.5 seconds. With penalties from another person, it was 6.5 seconds. By the end of the race, it was about, I think it was 9.5, so technically 12.5. With other people's. Were you a little bit slower than you thought in the inters? Because Twig told me that you were waiting for some rain. Was you a little bit slower than you thought, or was it the pace in front of you?
Well, I don't think we had a car that was going to win tonight. Clearly Valentino and Warlander did an amazing job tonight. But I like to think we had definitely the third fastest car in the race, 100%. A lot of the the top gunners, you know, Gavin, YouTube, Fish, they made the wrong call of staying on dries when the rain came down. But you know,
Yeah,
we
do you know
pulled
why
the
that
plug.
was?
Why
It was
was that?
because what happened was at the time the time to turn over to Inters was I think lap 11, and Gavin had already pitted for an extra pair of softs before it was time for the Inters. So that's why Gavin and Lion finished lower, because they
Gotcha.
had pitted for another pair of dries, because obviously their other tyres were dead. They weren't expecting the rain. As soon as they came out of the pits, halfway down the hanger straight, the rain glitch came, and they'd obviously lost about 40 seconds because that pit lane is huge.
Yeah.
So that's why they got lost behind. And who would have known what the situation would have been if he would have stayed out one more lap?
I see. I
So
see.
you see how it all... Yeah, but it was a... And Gavin will know that that was a mistake, because he literally cost himself 40 seconds there.
Can I just
He had-
can I just interrupt in this one? Because I think it also was a bit of a gamble from us to stay out, because it was exactly at the pit window, and this afternoon we also did a practice race where it took a lot longer for the rain to really make the track wet enough for Inters. So if we would have, maybe 2-3 laps and our tires would have been flat. So I think we had a little bit of luck with the way the rain came down, and so it was a little bit of a risk to actually stay out. So maybe those guys just wanted to play it safe.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I think tonight was one of those races, lads, where decisions count. You know, we're going from dry to light to heavy in one go in 26 laps. Some people came in for wets because they thought that there was enough standing water, and those cars were tired because they just couldn't drive. It's about doing those right decisions and getting those positions. Should we do some group questions? Right, next track is Deutsch, Twig? Please.
Germany.
Now, I personally hate Deutsch, not the country, the track. Starting
always
with
one,
starting with Valentino. Germany, give us like a... Are you well, will he be racing? Oh, I don't know.
Hopefully.
Question him as if he would be.
Yeah, I'd like to see... Mate, you got the pace.
Thank you.
You took over from another driver and you smashed it. Anyway, so if you are racing, do you like Germany, do you not? And if you are, how do you think you can do?
I hate Germany and I'll do poorly.
Okay, no worries. No worries.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, it's a nice track. I just don't got the pace on it.
Okay.
So if I'm racing, I won't do well.
Where's you on it? Fair enough. Why would it? Deutsch?
Yeah, I think a little bit of a medium track. I think I'm quite okay on it. I like the track, but I'm like not my best pace there, but also not the worst. I have no problem going there.
Good stuff. Q-tip, come on.
Exactly the same as Valentino.
Oh, okay.
Nothing more to add.
Are we getting a full grid then?
I'll finish. Just no. I plan on the top. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll aim for points.
Good stuff. He says that all the time and always comes out of the podium. Just go ignore him. Right, Twig, I'll let you do the last few questions. I kind of did too many, my bad. I got into it too much.
Ask away. Ask
Love
away.
interviews. I could do a Claire. Good race today. Nah, I'm not drinking Claire.
Yeah, great race for P19. Yeah, get in there. Well done, Robert. Great stuff,
A
mate.
cheeky race on Quimo before, France. Not even fine for the season. She goes, I believe Ferrari are looking at a contract with you. I'm like, they're not. I'm staying with Mercedes, mate. Go on, Twig. Go on.
I'll ask. Do does everyone feel they would finish where they finished if it was a dry race throughout?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Valentino.
I feel like I really would have got a podium. The race may have been a little bit harder because of the the classic traditional DRS trains.
Yeah.
You had a moment, didn't you,
been a lot
Valentino?
closer.
You had a moment on 23, was it? Lap 23. You were coming past the start-finish line, and your back end nearly went. I was on board, and that could have ended so badly.
Heart in
I
mouth
think you hear
moment
me
that
on the
was.
street, I'm like, "Ooh, Valentino's the lucky man." I think I said something like that.
Nah, didn't really watch the stream. I was just concentrating, but yeah, let's fight another day.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, Valentino, you believe you'll finish? You would have finished on the podium. Warislander, what about you?
Yeah, obviously I started on pole, but yeah, just before the pit window I got overtaken, so I was third in that DRS train. And yeah, as Valentino said as well, you never know what's going to happen then. I think also a podium, I'm not quite sure about the win. So I think P2 would be quite okay, quite an okay place then for my race pace, because I don't think it was by far the best or something.
Yeah, good answer. I respect that. Q-Tip?
I don't think we should have had a podium tonight.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. After that start, I think we could have finished potentially 7th. I think 7th or 8th. Pretty much exactly where we started. I think. Listen.
Yeah. Cool. Just similar to Twig's question, Valentino. Instead of asking you if it was dry, what would have happened? Would you have changed anything in this race if it was to be done again with the same conditions and the safety car? Would you have done anything different?
No, honestly, just really worked towards my favour. My softs weren't really dying as much as the competitors around me. The rain came at a perfect time, and yeah, it wouldn't really change much after this race. That's pretty good.
You've done perfect, haven't you? You've won the race. Can't do more than that, mate, to be fair. Would you have changed anything in that race?
Yeah, well, the late braking I did where I slashed Valentino, I'm just not happy with things that make my race unclean.
Yeah.
So if that wouldn't have happened, I would have been a bit more happy. It would have been clean then. Apart from that, I think yeah, I did everything I could to pull away, but just couldn't because of the slipstreams and stuff, and yeah, there wasn't much more in it.
Fab. Q-Tip, have you done anything different tonight?
Well, personally, I wish these two said that they would retire from the race, and then I could have won the race. But sadly, they didn't say that, which is a disappointment. But no,
I joined the league and 19 retired. I'd win.
I think if we had a better start and not being tagged from behind, we could have been up there. But you know, it's done. The business is done now. You know, I'm not going to complain with this result, and I don't want to change it.
Sector was the quickest man on the track, but unfortunately finished P11. Couldn't get that time in. And he also had 14 second of pens. Twig, any final questions? I think we've kept them in torture for long enough.
I think, yeah. I think we're done here. Well done to all three of you.
Thank you so much for doing the interviews, by the way. And I know not everyone does them, but thank you very much for coming.
Cool.
Doing them.
It's all good. Just want to say before we head off, I just want to say a massive congratulations to Valentino on that debut race win, 100%.
Clap for Malini.
Yeah.
Warlander as well, a solid P2, mate. Very, very well done.
Yeah, thank you. Congrats you guys too.
Yeah,
I think it's already a very good result if you keep it on track in the rain. So gotta be happy with that.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to dip very quickly. Well done, Chill. We'll see you for Deutsch. If Twig lets me do it. It's a question.
I'm sure. Yeah, we'll see
Bye.
everyone who's watching the stream and these guys back here next week, 8:30 for Germany. Bye bye.
Yeah, okay, thank you for having me, man.